everyone, my name is Blutus Mbambi and I'm from Congolago Cash Services. With me today I'm with Blutus Mbambi, and he runs an organization that deals with environmental protection and climate change. The organization is called Center for Climate Change Action and
Advocacy.
Yes, and advocacy. So can you just tell us more about what you do and anything that's interesting about you?
Thank you so much, Nalis, for this opportunity. And my name is Blutus Mbambi, and I'm an environmental and climate activist, as well as I'm the chairperson for Center for Climate Change Action, and I'm an environmentalist by professional, foresight practitioner, as well as the UN CCC focal point for Zambia.
Okay, so when you go to your educational background, can you just tell us why you studied, what you studied, and
So from my education background, when I enrolled in the university, I went to study computer forensics and security. But when I saw some of the challenges our family were going through in terms of climate-related issues on flood, drought, a dry spell, and also agriculture has been affected. That's why I changed my mind after 6 months. I started studying environmental management system and climate policy at Information and Communication University, as well as digital communication climate policy on blockchain technology. That's what I have on so many certificates. I can't mention those qualifications, but for now those are the qualifications I have for now on my education background.
So in your process of advocating for climate change and environmental protection, have you come across some challenges that maybe have disadvantaged your work in any way?
There are so many challenges when you look at the agenda for climate change and environmental protection. I'll start from the language itself when we're speaking about the local languages. So climate change and other information when we are disseminating about climate change, it's not localized in our local languages, and we've got 73 languages, and not everyone speaks English, and most of the people are being affected by climate change. Those are vulnerable and magnified women and youths. So when we're advocating for climate change, we try by all means to simplify our information.
Okay. You're a young person, and as we're going to be going through this week, this will be a week for youth because we'll be having Youth Day. So what encouragement can you give to the youth? Like, depending on what you've done, environmental protection, do you think youth are involved in environmental protection issues and climate change? And if, depending on your answer, if you think they're not involved, how do you think they can be more involved in such issues?
So I'm going to answer your question in two perspectives. Right now, most of the youths, they are part of the environmental process, especially in Lusaka, when you talk about Lusaka. But when you go outside Lusaka, across the country, they're not involved. Why? Because of lack of platforms, lack of consistency, lack of capacity building, training and skills. How are they going to benefit from this? How are they going to get money? You know, this time is about young people, they need money, they need everything. So that's the reason why most of the youths, most of the part of the country are not involved, because it's a voluntary thing, and all we are looking for is a job. So what I want to urge most of the youths who are out there, when you are in school, try to involve yourself in some of the activities on environmental, not only about environmental or climate change. We can talk about governance, we can talk about sexual, we can talk about so many issues that is affecting your community based on sustainable development goals. You can involve yourself in those actions. You can join most of our action at Global Platform Zambia. Also, they've got so many different chapters across the country. So you can join those activities. Besides that, if you feel like the young people are not doing enough, you can join us. We're running an organization on research, technology, and as well as innovations. So we'll be looking for potential young people who can do research, who can go extra mile to think out of the box with innovation to help the vulnerable communities. Also, I want to urge young people that we need to think like this is our own planet that we have. So what if we lose it? What are we going to show our future children that are coming our way? So this is a generation that will feel the strain of climate change. So if we won't act right now, then our children, they are going to blame us. And if nothing is going to be done on this, it's up to us now to worry. So I want everyone now, if you've got the potential, you've got the ideas, you've got that energy of coming up an organization or registering an organization, start right now. Don't hesitate to start. Start right now. You can do something. You can come up with a lot of things. We can encourage you. Now we started everything. You know, if we depend on jobs as youths, the jobs are quite difficult to find. But if you come up with an organization or any company or any corporation, you're going to help and employ most of the young people who are vulnerable. We can help. We can give some people jobs. At least we're able to make a difference. We're not here to blame the government, but we are here to create opportunities within ourselves. We believe that as youths, we are innovative, creative, but within our creative innovation and the space that we have, let's try to collaborate, come together based on the action that we have, opportunity that we have. We can work together based on skills and the leaders that we can encourage. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for coming through, and we appreciate your words of encouragement to all the youth, including myself. We really appreciate the work you're doing when it comes to protecting the environment, because we only have one planet, and if we don't protect it, it's not going to be sustainable for our children. So thank you very much for coming through, and we really appreciate what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it as well.